Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Alfa here. As you can see, we're going to be doing an adaptive cruise control install as well as a red start stop button retrofit on the interior. So let's get right into it. Alright, so this is all you'll actually need for the install. This right here is the replacement adaptive cruise control button assembly for your steering wheel that you will need. And right here, this is the multi-ECU scan multiplex bundle, which in this case includes the USB cable and most importantly the OBD2 connector that you will need. You don't necessarily need to buy this, but this one is a little more convenient because if you buy this one you don't need to get the blue adapter, the gray adapter, etc. You can just use this alone. This kit also includes a license to install multi-ECU scan on your computer, which is exactly what you're going to need to complete this install. This is just the red start stop button. If you want to do that at the same time, you are going to need that as well, but that's optional. So first thing you want to do is go ahead and disconnect your battery. So just pull this open right here. So you're going to find the release for it literally right here. This is it. You just pull on it. There's a tab you push on the back, pull on it. There you go. This thing pulls right off. Let's just put it to the side for right now. I'm also going to go ahead, just for my own sake, I'm going to pull down the rear seat latch just so I don't accidentally close the trunk and I can't get access to it again. Okay, so once you've disconnected the battery from the car, you want to go ahead and grab an Allen key. I don't know exactly what size this is, but this one worked for me. So you're going to find a hole right under the steering wheel. It's going to be like right here. See if I can get a better angle for you guys. Something like right here or so. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your Allen key, you're going to push it in right there, literally just apply upward pressure, and the airbag is going to pop out right here. You're going to see right here, it just pops right out. You have a few connections you got to undo from the back right here. We'll try and show you guys as best as I can. You got one up here, you got one more on the side right here. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but it's orange, it's right back here. And then there's going to be, as soon as you get those out, there's going to be two more behind. I'll undo them and then I'll show you exactly where they are. Got the airbag off. There's these two connectors. One is kind of teal colored, one is yellow. And then you're going to have this little section right here is for a gray connector that I'll show you inside of there. And then there's one more connector, kind of the same type as the teal and yellow ones up here in the corner. So I found, honestly, it was easiest to go ahead and connect the side connector, which is this one. That's the one that's on the side of the airbag. I found it was easier to get that one off first and then reach around actually and then take off the yellow and teal. And then after that, when I was looking, I found that the issues I was having with this gray one was that there's two kind of separate areas where it hooks into the airbag. So you got the main latch that's up here. Then you got this secondary kind of bit that's keeping it locked in there. So I found once you take off the other three, it's easier to flip the airbag around and you can get like a pry tool to push this down while you pull it out. All right, so to get to where we are right now with this piece removed, we have, you're gonna see back here, see where that hole is? That's gonna be a 3mm Allen. Similarly on the other side, you're gonna find another 3mm Allen. Down here, you're gonna find a Phillips head screw. I don't know why it's so filthy under here. I don't know like how that got there, but after you do all that, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna find two clips. See right here, I'll show you guys, right here and right here. These are where the clips sit. If you look on the actual steering assembly or whatever, you're gonna find the two clips right there and right there. I did actually kind of break this one while I was taking it out. What you want to do is you want to start prying from the bottom right here. Start prying up. Try to get around the edges right here. And then I found it was easier to take this side out first. So basically just literally like grab your trim tool and just kind of shove it around the edges, trying to pry up on it a little bit till it'll eventually come out. It does take a little bit of pressure. It's in there very, very snugly. So yeah, do the exact same thing right there. And then on this side, exact same thing. You're gonna want to unhook the cables from right here. So this one connects to your right control cluster right here. And then this one on the left also connects to the left control cluster. The tab to remove it is on this side, and then the tab for this one is on the left side right here. And then additionally, you're also going to want to pull off the start-stop button, which clips in right over here. And it's going to be, you can see it right here. It's this connector, and it clips in right up top there. So you're going to want to pull those all off. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to do the red start stop button install. I know this is already red, but this is not like the original start stop button. This is just a cover faceplate type of thing. So I'm going to do that first. If you want to skip straight to the cruise control install, that's going to be up here. Skip to the time that's on screen now. Otherwise, we're just going to continue onwards. So On the back right here, we have two Phillips head screws that sit in here and in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. So now we're at this point right here. This is the really easy part where you can literally just pull this right off. And then this is your start-stop module. Now you just grab your replacement one, you're gonna screw it in the exact same spot. So to go ahead and replace the adaptive cruise control module, if you look on the back right here, you're gonna have one black screw right here, another one on this edge right here, finally one right under there. So you're gonna wanna undo those three, and then this entire module should just pop off. Also, additionally, you are gonna find two clips right here. One on the top right here, one on the top right here. You wanna undo those, and then it's gonna pop off. There you have it, your original module is taken off. Now you can go ahead and grab your replacement. Replacement module is gonna be right here. It's literally just the exact same thing. The only difference is you have the distance control button for your adaptive cruise control. So you wanna go ahead and install this back the exact same way with those same three screws and those two clips on the top, and you'll be all set. And there you have it, all installed with the new adaptive cruise control module. All right, so after you have the adaptive cruise control module installed, you can go ahead and do the reverse order of everything. So plug in all of these connectors first, etc. Hook up the engine start stop button, and then, hook in all the screws that are in the back, hook in the airbag, etc. And then you should be all good. Okay, so everything is back together. Adaptive cruise control module and the engine start stop button are in. Time to reconnect the battery. Now, if I did everything right, ideally, once I hook this up, the airbag shouldn't go off. You never really know. I figured I should probably film it for content purposes here. So, oh, okay, we're back in. We got power, trunk light turned on. Airbag didn't pop, that's good. All right, key fob is here. We're gonna go ahead and just do it. See what happens. Oh, we're good. Let's go. Go ahead and turn the car back on again. You're gonna see that everything cleared. So we're good, yeah. The trunk is open and my door is open, so that's perfectly fine. We're good. And the button is installed and it's lighting up good. Same thing with the engine start stop button. That's good. I can't do anything with this right now because I gotta program it. So let's jump to that. All right, so before we can actually flash the ECU to get the adaptive cruise control working, we do need to remove the security gateway module, also known as the SGW, that sits under the steering wheel right over here. You're not gonna be able to see it yet, but you can have two Torx screws right here that you're gonna take out, and then from there you're gonna reach in behind here and pull it out. I just removed the under panel that sits right here. Once you get the two Torx out, I'd just be very, very careful, because the screws could actually end up falling inwards and then fall down there. Don't ask me how I know that. It was a struggle, but yeah. Okay, so when you look in here, buried way in there is the SGW connector. There will be two pins, or not pins, there will be two spots that you can push down on the right side for each of those, and then you just pull on it and it comes right out. So your connectors are gonna look like this. You can see the little spot where you're supposed to push on. That's gonna be on the right side. You're gonna go ahead and depress those two spots, and your SGW module is disconnected. Okay, so to make my life a little easier, I bought a couple of these SGW extension cables. So I already plugged one into the SGW box itself. You can see the two ends hanging out there, and then I'm gonna plug this one into the other two leads. These cables are connected up to the OEM cables, and then these two little plugs right here are hooked up to the actual box. So this just makes it easier to film and easier to see what's actually going on. So once you are in this position right here and you got these two cables right here, or the OEM ones, you need to get yourselves one of these. This is just a generic SGW bypass adapter. You're just gonna hook up your two leads right here straight into the adapter, and that'll allow you to bridge the link between these two so you can actually flash your ECU. So as you guys can see right down here, I hooked up the little SGW bypass to the cables. So what you want to go ahead and do right now is you're going to need your computer. With the CAN tie car interface right here. You're just gonna hook it up to the USB cable, plug it into your computer. Once you do, it's gonna come up with the file explorer. You can just go ahead and close that. What you want to do is open up multi-ECU scan on your computer. Hit yes. And after it's opened up right here, you want to go ahead and take your OBD scan tool and hook it up to the OBD port. So you guys aren't going to really be able to see it. It's right down here. It's kind of in a hidden location. You guys can't really see it, but it's in there. So on the software right here, what you want to do first is scroll over to Alfa Romeo, and then you're going to be at the top of the list. You're going to scroll all the way down until you get to your vehicle, which for me, that's going to be the Giulia 2.0 Turbo. We're going to switch the key to on right here without turning the engine on. So engine's not on, the key's set to on. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and go to ABS, then you're going to connect up to the second option right here. Connect. Okay, once you're in here, you're going to want to go to up to parameters, and then you're going to find steering angle right here. Select it so it's going to be active. And then from here, you want to set this up to be 0. So right now it's negative 0.25, so I'm just going to adjust the wheel a little bit to the left, see what that does. Oh, I hit 0, 0, perfect. So yeah, once it's at 0, 0 right now, don't touch the wheel for this entire procedure, just so you don't move it again. So it's at 0, 0, 0 right now. So we're going to go ahead and disconnect. Now we're going to go down to body right here. We're going to go to CAN setup proxy alignment procedure. Hit connect. Once we're in here, we're going to go to adjustments. And then you're going to want to go to your cruise control. It's set to enabled. You want to go down to execute. You want to change this over to disabled. Please confirm. Just hit yes, yes. And then you're going to come over to adaptive cruise control right here. It says not present. Go down to execute. Over here, you want to select ACC plus. That's the only mode that actually works. Hit OK. Hit yes. Completed. Now you're going to proceed with the proxy alignment. I do recommend you read through all these notes. I'm going to tell you how to do it, but read through all these notes for sure. So what you want to go ahead and do is you're going to hit execute. Before you do this, you want to make sure that you're just chilling in the car. You don't want to touch anything. You don't want to screw with anything on the infotainment, climate. Just don't touch anything. You're going to sit here and wait for this to do its thing. If you're using the CAN tie car interface like I am, you're not going to need to do anything. You can just let the entire procedure run. If you're using any generic OBD2 interface tool, it will ask you to switch between adapters, between, I believe, gray and blue for this procedure to occur. So as soon as it asks for that, just unplug your OBD, plug in the adapter, plug it back in, and then you can hit yes and continue onwards. So I'm going to go ahead and hit yes, and we're going to get this done. So around halfway through here, you are going to get bombarded with all these lights on the dashboard. Do not worry, do not fret. We will clear all these codes out at the end, but it does get kind of like scary. It's just going to keep binging and ponging and throwing every single error code at you. So again, do not freak out. It's going to be perfectly fine. We're going to clear all these codes and it'll be good. Okay, you can see right here, just completed. It's going to ask you to turn the key to off. You don't want to turn the key to off. So once the key's off in this mode, you're going to edit it for at least a full minute. What you want to see is you want to see the TFT gauge that's in the middle right there turn off. That's your indication that it's done. I personally like to wait a little bit longer than that, but up to you. Then yeah, you're going to go ahead and hit Y to continue right here, and it's just going to kick you back out to the main page. So after you have let the car sit for a little bit, what you're going to do is go ahead and switch the engine back to the on position. Again, you're going to see right here, it's still going to be complaining about all the codes. What you want to go ahead and do now is you're going to go ahead and head to ABS. You're going to connect up to the first option right here, hit connect. You're going to connect to that ECU, go over to parameters. You're going to just check the steering angle one more time. Set it back to 0 degrees. Yep. Maybe 0.6 right now. Shift it over just a little bit. Okay, there you go. It's set back to 0 degrees. Go to adjustments. Then you're gonna hit reset steering angle. Once it's at 0 degrees, you're good. You can hit execute. Hit yes. It's gonna do it. Then you're gonna do pressure sensor calibration. This is for the brake pedal. Go ahead, hit execute, hit yes. And then one last one, lateral and longitudinal acceleration sensor calibration. Go ahead, hit execute, hit yes. Let it run through. Okay, cool. Now you're gonna go over to errors. It's gonna read the codes that still exist. And then you're gonna go ahead and hit clear errors right here. It's gonna clear your codes. There are no fault codes. Go ahead and disconnect. Now you're gonna go to your engine, connect up here, hit connect. You can go ahead and hit errors, and error in communication with ABS module. You can go ahead and hit clear. Okay, it's gonna clear that as well. Gonna disconnect. Go over to body, then connect up to the first one again. Connect. Okay, you're gonna go to errors. These few error codes, you can go ahead and hit clear. All right, you're gonna disconnect back up again. After this, go ahead, turn the car off. I'm gonna wait for the gauge cluster to turn back off again, and then I'm gonna turn the car on, like fully on, engine on. Okay, display just turned off. I'm gonna go and start the engine. You see right here, all your error codes are completely gone. Now you're gonna go ahead and check if you have adaptive cruise control. You can see right there in the instrument cluster, you have the distance settings as well to see that they're all there. So that's how you know that it's working officially. So yeah, that's how you install your adaptive cruise control module in your Alfa Romeo Giulia, and that's how you program it. Okay, so now that you're all good here, you can go ahead and disconnect your SGW high-pass connector and reconnect these cables back to your security gateway. So if you found this video helpful, you know, be sure to like, subscribe, share, do all that kind of good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.